Okay, let's go ahead and get it over with. If I'm going to talk about horror games for 6 days, let's get this one out of the way right now, because it's practically law that if you have a YouTube channel, you have to make at least one video talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Now you might be saying, hey Aaron, weren't you supposed to be talking about horror games that you love? You don't exactly sound happy about this. Well, you're partly right. You see, I was done with Five Nights at Freddy's by the 3rd one. The game had become so complicated with everything you had to keep track of that there was no time to be scared of anything. And in this latest one, Sister Location, I'll admit I actually really enjoyed the funny moments. That vampire soap opera is brilliant, but as for the actual gameplay, I just found it boring. The sister robot slowly mocking you with her ASMR voice wasn't frightening at all, it was just annoying.
This is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper.
Talk faster. I have vague things to do here. However, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the first game, which honestly, to this day, I still find incredibly impressive. Yes, it's loaded with jump scares, but it's jump scares that you can see coming and try to prevent. Meaning, it's not just annoying stuff popping up to surprise you, it's a threat you're constantly trying to fight against. And the game is simple. So simple, you can keep your eye on the stuff that's supposed to be scaring you, and you can actually let that raise your tension. In the later games, there's so much you do, you don't have time to be scared. You just get tense over all the things that you have to keep track of. It's no more scary than filing your taxes the day that they're due. Quick, which box was I supposed to check? And where are all my receipts? Oh God, I gotta find them in time. Making a game more complex does not make it scarier. It just makes it nerve-wracking. If I have to monitor cameras, monitor vents, monitor the hallway right in front of me where there is no door, and wind a music box, and I have to constantly keep doing all of these at the same time, when am I supposed to be worried about the animatronics jumping out at me? Instead, this game gave you a simple task. Watch the monitors and try and keep the doors closed. However, as the doors stay down, your battery power goes down, which means you have to decide when to keep them open, when to have the lights on, and when to check your monitor. Simple. There is nothing more to it than that. And when they do add more to it, it comes at a natural pace over the course of the next couple days, so that way you can learn and adapt as the game goes along. I've always said that the most effective horror movies, video games, and books are the ones that leave the scares to you. They're the ones that realize what you can imagine in your own head is more frightening than anything that they can show you. So in this game, when you check a camera and you don't see the animatronic there anymore, you instantly begin panicking because you don't know where it went. And sure, you could check to try and find where it is, but that would use battery life. This is a game that punished you for scaring yourself and yet still forced you to do that over and over again. And also, as I said, this game gave you time to get used to how everything worked before it added something new, and when it added something new, it provided a brand new scare coming your way. I mean, sure, it was enough just having to check on Bonnie and Chica, but then on the second night when suddenly you see Foxy running at you down the hall, what the heck? I didn't know that these things could actually move. When did that become a thing? Nobody didn't jump at that when they saw Foxy running down that hallway for the first time. Also, in the later games, the story is interesting, but it gets so darn complex that it just feels like they're desperately trying to add things onto the continuity to come up with a reason for more games. They have added so much that didn't need to be added on to this franchise that they basically turned it from this into this. But in this one, the little bits of story that you do get are just what you need to get you talking and thinking and theorizing. This game lit the internet aflame for a reason, because it made us want to find others like us and compare notes. I guarantee you there are communities of people out there who care about each other. I guarantee you there are best friends out there. I guarantee you there is a husband and wife out there, all of whom met because they started talking to each other about Five Nights at Freddy's. I can't name any other horror game that probably brought people together like that. So, because of all that, even if I have grown jaded to the new installments, I still to this day applaud this original one, and when I play it, it takes me back to how I felt the first time that I picked it up. My heart starts jumping about what scare is down the corner, and my mind starts racing about what all of this could mean. So thanks for watching another spooky game geek out session, and if you like this, then remember I've got 4 more of these on the way, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow me on Twitter and Tumblr at Professor Thorgy. Thanks for watching everyone, and happy Halloween.